Crazy summer say, where is the light that I recognize? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Passion or coincidence once prompted you to say, pride will tear us both apart. Well, now pride's gone out the window, crossed the rooftops, run away, left me in the vacuum of my heart.
It's a cold winter's day. Snow on the ground. Doesn't really matter just how cold it is, because for this home, it is always cold. Always cold. That barn meant something at one time in life. It meant something. Not really certain what animals were held here. I want to say birds. How many people really lived here? But even if it was one family, I try not to learn the history of a place before I go. I only find out the history after I've been. Because for me it's important to see the home as is and to see what exactly might have happened here. The one thing I can't see or find is the kitchen. This looks like a brand new piece of furniture here. The walls are bare, but the walls still talk. And these walls have a lot to say. Right here was where the wood stove was at. That was taken out. There was some work done here. Looks like the ceiling was removed, hard to see. I think the pictures will tell the tale. Another couple holes for pictures. That's a big thing with me, pictures. Because pictures show the family. Pictures tell the tale. Because who hangs a picture that they don't like? Who hangs a picture in this beautiful home? Who? Unless it's a picture they love. And at one time, this was someone's place of refuge. At one time. Now, it's been left. It's been left alone. Why? There's so many reasons in life. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful piece of furniture. Can you believe it? Beautiful carpeting. You know, when you got this in your home, you were so happy. And imagine it clean. Imagine it with nothing on the floor. That's what I try to do. Right over the bed. Yes. Yeah. Beautiful home. Drop ceiling. Yeah, kind of dropping, but drop ceiling nonetheless. See that mirror? How many faces looked in that mirror? And every time that face looked in that mirror, the mirror looked back. I believe that wholeheartedly. Old style bathtub. People would pay good money these days for that. You know, it's hard to get an appreciation for things like this. But yeah, beautiful. And the one thing I find the most intriguing is this. A bathroom scale. Look at that. Let's go in one of the rooms here. Oh my. My. Again, ceiling wallpaper. Try it. Try it sometime. It's not easy. But look at this beautiful piece of furniture. Little back work and you can clean this up in no time. Ho, 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 ho. Look at that. Look at that. Let's look in the other bedroom. So it was a 3-bedroom home. And what I see in here, oh, look at the color of the wallpaper. Isn't that beautiful? Coat rack. Isn't that beautiful? National Geographic magazine, 1950. Remember when you'd get those and you'd use them for school? Remember that? That was the only real source of information you could get. You look at this and you can't help but think, what child lived here? What child? Who was the child that lived in this home? That lived in this bedroom? Who was it? You know, wake up every morning. This is where you lived. This was your home. Just want to go back. And I want to try to imagine. This was the daughter's bedroom. Of course, she got the front bedroom overlooking the highway. Not that looking at a highway's not that beautiful, but so that's the little girl's room. And this is the little boy's room. Because it's blue. I mean, If you go with that old style, then the blue room belonged to the boy. And close to the pink room? Not really. But anyway, they both lived here. And they both fought. What brother and sister do you know of that doesn't fight? And here, Mom and Dad said, knock it off. And they did. They did. Oh, back in the day.
coincidence once prompted you to stay. Pride will tear us both apart. Well, now pride's gone out the window, crossed the rooftops, run away. Left me in the vacuum of my heart. What is happening to me. Crazy, some say. Where is my friend when I need you most? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world. Somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Papers in the roadside tell of suffering and grief. Fear today, forgot tomorrow. Ooh, here beside the news of holy war and holy need. Ours is just a little sorrow torn.